Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Krystal Light Tarot. I'm Krystal Light. So, today we're going to do a little spring cleaning reading. So, it's currently springtime here in the US where I'm from. And with the warmer weather in tow, it's normally a time when people take the chance to open up their doors and their windows and let out all that stagnant energy that's been sitting there all winter long, right? So, we start to purge out the old things that no longer serve us in order to let in the new energy and blessings. So, why not do that spiritually, right? So, using the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, MD, I figured we could take a look and see what needs to be let go of in order for us to move forward in abundance for the rest of the year. All right, are you with me? All right, awesome. Sounds good. So, just a little bit of spring cleaning, housekeeping to get out of the way. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. These readings are not to be a substitute for any professional help. I am not a doctor in or a therapist in any way, shape, or form. So, if you need professional help, I please encourage you to please seek it. This is a collective reading on YouTube. If a reading does not resonate with you, feel free to check out another pile, or maybe this reading just isn't for you, and that is a okay. All right. But don't fret, there are plenty of other tarot readers out there that you could check out here on YouTube. Or if you are drawn to me specifically, thank you. I appreciate it. You can check out the other readings that I have available, as they are all timeless readings. All right. So, with that out of the way, let's get to our pile check, shall we? So starting here to the left with pile one. So we have a black moonstone freeform here. If you resonate with that, or you resonate with the card deck that I will be using, which is the Crystal Magic Tarot, just got this in this week. Can't wait to use it. Yeah, I think we're going to have a good time with that one. Then we have our pile two with this quartz cluster and the Crystal Power Tarot. So both of these kind of incorporate crystals into their decks. Um, so this one's fun. I've used this one before. I really love this one. And I think I'm not 100% sure if this is an celestial quartz, but I will just call it a quartz cluster for now. It went pretty with the, what is it? It went pretty with the design there. And then our pile three, we have the Ethereal Visions Tarot. This is the Luna edition with the blue flower agate crescent moon here. Okay. Little chunky one too. I like this one. Oh, I fell in love with it. So sit with yourself, really tune into which one of these piles calls you in, and I will meet you at your pile. Okay. See you in a bit. Ciao. Hello there. If you chose either the Black Moonstone Freeform or the Crystal Magic Tarot deck, welcome to your reading pile one. Okay. Let's see. Let's set this aside somewhere. Where can you see it? Let's see. All right, cool. Okay, as stated in the intro, I will use the Power of Surrender Oracle deck to see what it is that we need to purge, release in order to move forward in the best powerful way for the rest of the year. Okay. I will say it's sometimes it might not be necessarily what we need to let go of, or maybe something we need to initiate now that we need to start. Okay. So let's see, now is the springtime. Warmer weather is here. Maybe we've been hibernating a little bit. Maybe we've been taking a step back, but now I believe it's a time of action. So let's see what we need to move forward with. Okay. So I'll put the Crystal Magic Tarot to the side, and here we go. Hello, my spirits. Please connect with me and help me get this message to whoever it is that needs to reach it, or it needs to hear it. This is pile one. What do we need to surrender, or what do we need to get started now in the springtime to have the most fabulous rest of this year. Again, this is a timeless reading. Even though I'm doing this in the springtime, if you happen to find this in the fall, in the winter, in the summer, it's just a message that you need to hear at that time then, okay? But for right now, we're going to do a little spring cleaning, a little spiritual spring cleaning. Let me know if any of the messages resonate. If they don't, feel free to check out another pile or another reading. Oh no, YouTube, another reader. Okay. Spirit, what message does the collective for pile 1 need to hear? Ooh, all right. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay. All right, let's see what that's about. We're going to clarify. Ooh. You know, I feel like, oh, no, let's put this over to the side. Okay. All right, let's clarify with this Crystal Magic Tarot. Can I put this here? Can I move this? All right. Surrender your belief in scarcity. And we have a gentleman. We have a gentleman with a backpack on. I'm getting some Fool vibes from the tarot. So on this one side, it looks like the floor is cracked, like it's some type of desert or somewhere where there is scarcity, right? And it's red and dark hues. I want to say that that's the past, right? But a forward in front of him looks like there's a nice fresh forest, abundance. There's water streams, there's grass. So again, this card is surrender your belief in scarcity. Maybe so this is his mindset and this is what's actually out there. Don't talk yourself out of what's out there just because you believe that you don't have everything you need. Yeah, I'm getting with this backpack, I'm definitely getting the Fool vibes here. And I think it's funny, you see me trying to open this up, right? Like it's a screen. I'm wondering if those are two people. Looks like two people kissing or embracing or something like that. It looks like there's so much that's here. Again, I'll read it. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? I'm hearing just don't be your own worst enemy. Don't block yourself. Don't block your own blessings. Don't tell yourself you're not smart enough. You don't have enough knowledge about something. Gain that knowledge. Move forward. There's imposter syndrome, all that kind of stuff. Get that out of your head. Okay? All right, so let's see if we can expand on that. Spirit, can you please clarify surrendering your belief of scarcity for my pile ones, please? Please and thank you. Appreciate that message. I hope that this isn't too loud on the table. I'd have to get something. Apologies if it is. I'm using a different tabletop today. Okay. Four of Swords. Oh. No, I want these upright. Four of Swords. Page of Swords. Clarify, surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Move this stuff up a little bit. Can we see still? I'll move this stuff up. Yeah. I'm gonna have to move this over here. See? Move you out of the way. Get you there. All right. All right. One more card, please. Surrender your belief in scarcity, pile one. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Spirit, please clarify. Give me one more card to clarify. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Ace of Coins, yeah? So immediately I'm noticing the people in the cards all have their eyes closed. So you're going to have to dig deep. It's scary to make those first moves when you believe you don't have what you need to move forward and trust in the universe that you will be provided for. So here with this reading with surrender your belief in scarcity, I'm getting like this is a gut check, right? This is, have you been sitting here thinking like, what should I do, right? This duality here, I'm getting the duality here with the lovers. This lovers card isn't necessarily about a relationship, uh, um, a romantic relationship. I think it's making a decision on which way to go. You have it right here. And I'm getting good vibes from this because he's looking at what can be instead of what is, right? So this reading I feel like is a gut check though. With our Four of Swords here, Four of Swords is usually, I've heard it referred to as the warrior's rest, right? You've been through it. Um, Something about these three cards all having their eyes closed and really, it seems to me like they're all really digging deep for some inner knowledge. And I feel like for the life that you want, for surrendering this belief in scarcity and gaining the abundance that you deserve, you're going to have to put in a little work and you're going to have to put in a lot of belief in yourself. But I think there's going to be rewards at the end. Okay. Yeah. This Four of Swords, I don't know if you've been trying to balance a lot of things. I have the star here and this disco ball light thing. Is there just a lot going on that you need a mental repose from? Right. You have to make a decision, and whichever way that decision goes, especially if it's to definitely surrender this belief in scarcity, it's going to take energy. Okay. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a lot, but the rewards will be there. Slow and steady wins the race. This Ace of Coins. Okay. You're going to sow those seeds, but you're going to have to tend to them. Okay. Another thing I want to say about the Four of Swords is with you needing rest, I feel like maybe you've been overcompensating for something because you have the because you believe you lack something, you've been overcompensating and doing too much and you can't keep up with it. So I'm getting like I'm getting a guy that's dating a woman, right? Dating a girl, or two people dating. And it can be, listen, it can be however, it's just two people dating, right? I'm going to say a guy and a girl for now. So the guy doesn't have much. Listen, he provides for himself. He lives on his own. You know, he may not drive a Beamer or Bentley. He drives a Honda. He goes to work, he makes his money, he pays his bills. Can he go out and have a steak dinner every night? No, but he's making it happen. The girl that he happens to date, though, really loves the finer things in life. So he knows she wants a pair of diamond earrings, right? So apologies if you hear that beeping. I think somebody's reversing outside. It's usually FedEx, I think. Anyway, so the guy knows that she wants these beautiful diamond earrings. He now puts in work to work overtime to make this money, might be ignoring some of his bills, not paying everything. Maybe where before, maybe he was paying more than he needed to, you know, which you're supposed to do, not just paying the minimum balance. Now he's taking away from that to then be able to afford buying her these earrings. He gives her the earrings. She loves them, but it's not, she knows that this isn't something she's going to get showered with all the time. He had to put in that work. She really actually wants somebody that can afford all that. And that for him to supply for her, he's going to take away from himself, and that's exhausting. Okay, because he's trying to get his credit score up, but now paying minimum payments on his credit cards, that's not going to happen. Maybe he's falling behind on paying his car note because he's paying for her. And that is exhausting. you know be who you are. So, and this isn't just to say like that all of this is just to get a relationship or to get a woman out. That was just an example of how overcompensating for your lack mind can be exhausting, right? Because maybe this isn't the person that he needs to be with. If that's what she wants and he can't provide that, that's on her. He has other things. Maybe that money would have been better off paying for some college courses or something, or yeah, getting his credit score up so maybe he can move to a nicer place, or get nicer clothes to become, to move up and look the part for wherever it is that he's working. But yeah, this four swords, that's what I was kind of getting, like, are you overcompensating for something? I know this page of swords came out reversed initially, so that can kind of say manipulation. Are you manipulating yourself? Are you fooling yourself into thinking that you can't have these nicer things or have a better life, you know um, if you take the time for it? Okay, so let's see. So this page of swords is asking you to make a plan of action. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're thinking that you don't have the resources for, you do. You just have to make a plan for it. Don't talk yourself out of it. So we have the swords here, right? That's mental, that's thinking, that's your thought process. Get out of your head and actually put pen to paper. I don't know if people are still doing that. I still do that, but type it out. Make out a strategy, make out a plan. Okay, do you want to go to college but can't afford it right now? Okay, um, start looking up maybe affordable colleges that you can start off with, community colleges to start off with, and then from there you can get your grades up and transfer to a better college. Do you want to invest in a business? Do you need to save? Maybe start making a plan to save. um, if you want to open up a business, anything like that, anything tangible, even if it's getting healthy, what is your plan? Do you need to maybe wake up a half an hour earlier to start working out? Do you need to start planning out your food? Because we have the coins here, that can be that's the material, that's health also. So surrender your belief in scarcity. If it's to get healthy, maybe you're saying, oh, but I can't make it to the gym, I don't have time, I don't have money. Find it. You make a way when you really want it. That's why, again, get that gut check. Get that gut check. Really dig deep within yourself. Is it fear? Is there some type of fear? Maybe you have to address that. But once you overcome that, once you start making the steps, right, you get out of your mind, this air energy, and now you get into physical. You start making some changes. Okay, so it's funny, I looked up this page of swords really quick, and there was a line that said, you might feel overwhelmed with what is going on in your head. Try to bring it down to earth. And then our card right next to it is your Queen of Coins, who is the Earth Mother. Okay. She is, as far as queens, she is water, earth, right? Queens are water, and then the Queen of Coins is an earth queen. So water and earth come together and they make something happen. Okay. So I feel like once you put pen to paper, once you draw out a plan, you are now nurturing this idea. Okay. You are growing it. You are giving it the water. You are giving it the nutrients. You are giving it the sun. That even looks like the sun there. You are nurturing this idea, but you have to make that decision, right? Face yourself. You know, this actually looks, yeah, dig deep into your heart. This could be two separate people, or this could just be yourself really giving yourself a gut check, looking yourself in the mirror and making that decision. Do I want to go with what's easy right now and what might, you know, pay me now, or might feel easy now? Or do I want to put in the work? Do I want to sow the seed, tend to it, and make it grow and multiply so that my success can be long instead of short term? Okay. So there's a couple of things I'm getting. I heard the Cardi B song. I don't know if it's called this, but the make money moves. That's what I'm hearing here when I see the Ace of Coins. One thing that I want to go back to the Page of Swords about is the crystal that is aligned with this Page of Swords is the Desert Rose. Let me see if I actually bring it up and read what's in here about the Desert Rose, because maybe that might help. Okay, so this is from the Crystal Magic Tarot book. The crystal aligned with this card is the Desert Rose. It is so named because it is formed of desert sand that has crystallized into a pattern that resembles a many petaled flower. Desert Rose can aid focus and bring clarity. If you have a decision to make, a decision, here go the lovers. Let me see. And are feeling overwhelmed, confused, or overstimulated, Desert Rose can help you feel grounded and balanced so that you can face whatever you need to. So here you go. There goes your, this is a balance. Four is the number of stability of balance. So you need to get balanced. So that's that Desert Rose. You need to get balanced and grounded with the Queen of Coins. Yeah, Desert Rose can help you feel grounded and balanced so that you can face whatever you need to. If, like the Page of Swords, you need to find focus and commitment, Desert Rose can bring calmness of mind, calmness, relax, uh, uh, bring the calmness of mind you need to concentrate, making it perfect for work desks and anywhere you need to maintain your attention and avoid distraction. So, yeah, you need to not be distracted. You need to quiet your mind. Maybe it's, family. I'm also getting, you're breaking generational curses here, because the Queen of Coins is usually like self-made. She is all about being abundant and providing for her family. She's healthy. So this is usually known as like the wife card or even the mother card. She's kind of Mother Earth. Um, so she's not going to be, so even though she's self-made and she's abundant, she's wealthy, she's healthy, she's not going to be the mom that works a million hours and you haven't seen her, and she's not helping the kids with homework. She's not home in time to cook or clean or anything like that. She has found the balance. Okay. She will be a part of the PTA while still running a successful business. So maybe that's another fear that you have, like, oh, well, how do I invest in a business but still have balance in my family life? That's very important. So that's yet another choice, another duality that's there. But with this Queen of Coins, you'll find that, it's just going to take time. This Ace of Coins, that is, you're going to have to take your time, but the reward will be better at the end. Okay. So let's see. Do we want to clarify? All right. Let's clarify these four swords and see if there's anything else. And I think we've figured it out. Can you clarify the Four Swords for me, please, Spirit? Oh. King of Wands. He's about action. Again, somebody else with their head, their eyes closed. But this looks like an idea. Usually wands are about action, taking action. And there's a bull here. So bulls are usually associated with Taurus, which is not wands, that's earth. That's more grounding. But again, I'm thinking like a bull market in for Wall Street, right? See, Page of Swords. Please clarify this Page of Swords. I'm hearing now, even with the Four of Swords again, with the what is it, the Warrior's Rest, or you've been fighting the wrong fight. Like, so muster up your energy. Okay, I'm gonna take everything. Right. Another king, and this is mastery. Okay. So we have two for the Page of Swords. We have the Three of Wands and King of Cups. So the Page of Swords was telling you to make a plan. The Three of Wands is when you've already put that plan into action. It's everything coming together and culminating, and now you're watching how everything is unfolding. And your King of Cups. Master any emotions that you have and really have the confidence. Because now this is somebody that actually has their eyes open, but he's staring dead at me. So just, yeah, master your emotions. You're going to breathe life into this situation. Let's see, Queen of Cups. Master it, have confidence. That's what I feel like this King of Cups is saying. Have confidence, really feel. While you're resting, you really have to feel right in these moves that you're making. Because that scarcity mindset, if it's something that you've been living with for a long time, look at that. Six of Wands with the Queen of Coins. Yeah. This is being victorious, and everyone's seeing it. So whoever or whatever, if you have like family or just, yeah, family telling you like you're crazy, or friends or anybody, they're going to see you be victorious in this endeavor. The Lovers. Clarify the Lovers for me, Spirit. Thank you for these messages you've been providing us. What are the Lovers? I want one, please. Let's see. You got two. Ooh. Okay, so for me, Ten of Swords and the Devil. Okay. Don't get scared about the devil. All right. For me, whenever I buy a deck, I kind of look for the Lovers and the Devil because I feel like they are like a mirror of each other. So it's funny that with the Lovers, and then I told you, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. What are your vices? Don't let your vices get a hold of you. Like if you normally surrender to scarcity mindset, that's you're dead in the water. That's what I'm getting from that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Ace of Coins. It might be a voice, a vice. I think a voice. Or maybe it is. Maybe that vice is that voice in your head. I did see something in the book that said, better the devil you know, that if one of these are in reverse. Oh, I wish, but no, but yeah. I'm hearing, but you're comfortable with me. You're comfortable here. You know the outcome. Something that maybe you'll get a steady paycheck now, or it seems like it's a lot of money now, but there's not really room for growth later on. And two. All right, we have Two of Swords and the Knight of Coins. Can you still see this? Two of Swords, yeah, yeah, just another decision that needs to be made. And the Knight of Coins, yeah. Let's see, the Knight of Coins. Yeah, with this Knight of Coins, Knights are usually on the younger side, right? The Knight of Coins is usually what, like the kid who's helping to run the family business kind of thing, and he works really hard, so maybe he'll go to school, but after work he's going to work at the family deli. But he's working, he knows if he puts in work now, it'll be things will be easier for him now, later on. And again, he's about doing that balance. So two is a decision, but also finding a balance, right? You have to make this work for you. It's going to be hard work, but you can find a good balance. Because again, we have the Knight of Coins, so he's working for that. So that's the Ace. You're going to work it to your own, but again, you have to make that decision. Dig deep down to know that you have to surrender all this. You have to surrender that scarcity mindset, and if you put in the work, you will be victorious. Okay, Pile One, that's all I have for you today. Please feel free to let me know if any of this resonated with you in the comments. Um, I will read some of the crystals that are here. So we have for the Four of Swords, there's Amber, King of Wands, Larimar, Page of Swords, we said the Desert Rose, Three of Wands, Aura Quartz, Six of Wands, Blue Topaz, Queen of Coins, Gold, King of Cups, uh, Sugarlight. I haven't seen that one. The Lovers, Tourmalated Quartz, Ten of Swords, Black Kyanite, the Devil, Amethyst, Two of Swords, Obsidian, Knight of Coins, Green Jasper, and Ace of Coins, Moss Agate. If you know a lot about crystals, hopefully that can help. Share down below. Let everybody know which one of these crystals you feel definitely resonates with the reading overall, or with the card that it's associated with, and see if maybe we can give some depth to the reading in the community. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Ciao. Bye. Hey there, Pal One. So I finished all the readings and kind of felt like I left everybody kind of hanging, like kind of needed a way to close out the reading. So I figured I'd pull a card from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle, um, just to give you a little extra bonus clarity, right? So let's get on with it. Be quick. Surrender your belief in scarcity. How does Universe have your back? Let's see. Universe has your back. Pull a card. Universe has your back. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So I think that goes. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So, yeah, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So, I think that's very fitting, especially you see here, he's going from the dark to the light. So, the universe is helping you, guide you back to the light. Open up to the infinite nature of abundance. So abundance will lead you to the light, or the light will lead you to abundance. All right. All right. Now I'm really gone. I hope that helped. Again, if you like this, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. All right. Take care. Bye. Hello there. If you chose the Crystal Power Tarot or this quartz cluster, welcome to your reading, pile 2. Okay, let's get this over here. As I stated in the intro, I will be using the Power of Surrender cards to find out what it is you have to surrender, and then I'll use your tarot deck to clarify. So, again, this is a collective reading on YouTube. Feel free to do whatever it is you want to do. If the message here resonates, great. If it doesn't, please feel free to either check out another pile another video or come back another day. Okay? I'll be more than welcome to have you. So let's see what we've got. All right, let's see what spirit feels you need to surrender. Hey, Spirit. Thank you for your time. I always appreciate it. Can you please help me get a message to my pile twos? Let them know what they need to surrender in order to make the most of the rest of this year. Okay? A little spring cleaning, a little spiritual spring cleaning, if you will. All right, let's see what we've got. What does pile two need to surrender? What does pile two need to surrender? Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Interesting. Surrender stubbornness. Is there a situation that has you stuck? Maybe are you being stubborn? Has somebody said you were stubborn, you didn't believe it? Looks like Spirit is asking you to take a look at that and see what we've got. Yeah, this woman looks, or her surroundings look cold. She's alone, not facing everything forward. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Okay, let's see how Spirit clarifies this for us, shall we? All right, Spirit, can you please help us clarify surrender stubbornness for pile two, please? Please help us clarify surrender stubbornness for pile two, please. Whew. Please clarify surrender stubbornness for pile two, Spirit. Let's clarify. Surrender stubbornness, Spirit. Take it up, right? Ace of Wands. I'm inspired to follow my passion. It's funny, when I saw surrender stubbornness, I kind of thought of wands or the fire signs, right? I think we're inclined to be a little bit more stubborn. The Chariot, I go forward with confidence. Surrender stubbornness. Page of Swords. I take care of the detail and I stay in control. Okay. Felt something turn. Surrender stubbornness. Pile two. How do we surrender stubbornness? Please clarify this for us. Please, Spirit. Surrender stubbornness. Page of Swords came up in the first reading too. Very different look. That's too many. Too many, Spirit. One at a time. Please clarify. Surrender stubbornness for me, please. Surrender stubbornness. Okay, that one's flying. Upright. Nine of Wands. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. And then I have, oh, this I've had, I think this is one of my first decks. And I guess I was trying to learn everything. I am so exhausted. That's what I have here written on there. And we have Garnet coming up twice. Final card to please clarify surrender stubbornness. Surrender stubbornness. Wheel of Fortune. I trust whatever the universe brings me. Okay, by chance, I'll see the Hanged Man is here. I can see the situation another way. I think I didn't do the bottom of the deck for the last pile, but I think this Hanged Man actually really does go with this. I think that's what surrender stubbornness is asking. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something. Oh, and I just cracked my knuckles. So, and that's usually the sign of a fight, right? You're loosening up so you can weather the storm, right? If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. And I think this hangman is asking you to see the situation from another way. I think that's the way that you can um, observe yourself and become more yielding. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. So in these cards, I do see you being stubborn and maybe a little immature. I'm seeing So I'm seeing the stubbornness here in the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You feel passionate about something and you're not giving up, and that's fine. But there's something to say about seeing things from another perspective and taking different mindsets. Uh, yeah, there's something to say about seeing both sides of a situation, right? To move forward. So with the Ace of Wands, there's a new endeavor that you feel passionately about here. There's something, an endeavor, or it's either a project or just something. So I want to say, I don't know if this is going to be really specific for someone or someone's, but I'm getting uh, a couple facing fertility issues, maybe male fertility issues, and we're debating on how to move forward. And somebody is, or you're dead set on one way, and you're not seeing everything, or you're not approaching the situation from a place of facts, which I think that's what you have to do. Um, so the Page of Swords, what is it? I take care of the detail and stay in control. The Page of Swords will tell you to be mindful of your contracts, all your information. Yeah, official documents, contracts, applications, forms. You want to make sure you have, if you're making an argument for something, right? Surrender to stubbornness doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop arguing and just let other people do what they want. You just have to maybe find another approach. So maybe you're coming into this situation with guns blazing, with your passion, right? Wands are fiery, they're action driven. I've seen it attributed to like your spirit, like what you feel deep down in your soul, right? So maybe you're coming, even though it's not necessarily a cups, you're coming it from more of an emotional place, more of it's right, but sometimes you just have to present the facts, right? But don't be immature about it, don't be snooty about it, because sometimes the Page of Swords, the sword can be knowledge, intellect, but it could also be words. So watch what you say, how you say it. You know how they say, like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. So get your facts in order and present them. And that's how you're going to sway this. If it's going to be swayed, if you want to sway the situation in your way, you're going to have to do it with facts and not just because you say, this is how I want it and this is how I believe it should be, and that's it. Like, just go with it. No, there's other people involved in this and they're going to need the facts. Another thing I'm getting here is, so I'm getting these two characters are kind of the opposing energies. So this chariot, or this man on the chariot, is leaving the known, leaving his known background and forging his own destiny. He has these two horses, and the dark and light color, they symbolize the good and the bad that he's going to have to force to work together. He's going to have to combine them and juggle them in order to forge on this path. I go forward with confidence, but he's confident. They have the carnelian here on his chest plate, and the carnelian is for security, like, so to know your self identity. Like, I want to ask, do you feel like you'll lose yourself if you lose this battle? Do you feel like you'll lose yourself? Because I'm getting from the nine of wands, sometimes it speaks of like having your guard up and not being able to let go of something maybe in the past. So you have your guard up and you're going to have it up for as long as you can. Yeah, in the book it says, like, you may be over vigilant or unwilling to trust others until you have absolute proof of their intentions. So I'm taking that as more of, you have to provide, or maybe they do need to provide you with a proof of what they're saying. Maybe they wanted to go about it in a certain way, and you're not just going to trust them based off face value. They need to provide you facts, give you numbers, you know, give me a graph. Let me see the numbers to support what you're saying on why we should move forward. But until both of you, whichever these opposing entities are, until you both kind of see it from both ways, you're not going to move forward. But I think that's what this hangman is going to let you, this wheel of fortune. Like, life is just going to keep on life, and life is still going to keep on going, and it's going to have its ups and its downs, right? This good and it's bad. But if you want to move forward, the wheel of fortune is like a change in luck. Like, change is going to come your way, but you're going to have to see the situation from a different light. Okay, so surrender your stubbornness. All right, let's see if we can clarify a little more. Can you see that one still? Yeah, you can still see it. All right. Spirit, thank you for that message. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands here? The High Priestess. My intuition guides me to the truth. So yeah, that's, it's like, you're right. You're right. Deep down, you are right. But we're going to need facts here. Okay. All right. Clarify the Chariot for me, please, Spirit. Thank you. I'm just rereading before I get into the Tower here. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. All right, yeah. That's more communication is here and more yielding. Gently observe yourself. Yeah. Why is your guard up? Gently observe yourself. Why is your guard up? Ask yourself that. Is it because of a past situation? You learn from your past mistakes, but do you need to be a little bit more yielding? The Tower. I surrender and know how to go forward. You, yeah, this kind of goes with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it's gonna happen. If you don't surrender, what you're afraid of is gonna happen anyway. Page of Swords. Let me see. Please clarify this Page of Swords. I go forward with confidence. I surrender and know how to go forward. Yeah, I go forward with confidence. Or maybe something bad in the past happened. I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe he went forward. This is what he's leaving in the past. I don't know. Let's see. Page of Swords. Let's see what else we have. Page of Swords. Spirit, please clarify this Page of Swords for pile 2. Please clarify. Spirit, Page of Swords. Nope, that's too much, Spirit. One at a time, please. Okay. 5 of Wands. Yeah, we know we're not. I stand my guard and look for peace. But you look for peace, though. I stand my ground and look for peace. So that's what we need to do, to look for peace. And you see, yeah, the Page of Swords, he looks unwavering. Just have to take it easy a little bit, Papa. 9 of Wands. Because the Page of Swords can be known in his shadow self. He can be a little gossipy and talk smack. So we don't want to do that. I stand my ground and look for peace. So be peaceful. Be nice. Play nice. We have the Knight of Wands. Oh, we have 2. 10 of Pentacles and your Knight of Wands. I celebrate everything I achieve. I make decisions without pressure. Yeah, so you have to make a decision here, but maybe let your guard down a little bit and look at things from another perspective, because it looks like 10 of Pentacles, it looks like you have success coming to you. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Please clarify Wheel of Fortune for us, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Because yeah, I'm looking again at what I wrote. I am so exhausted. This is exhausting you. And a Tower is going to come and things are going to happen regardless. So it's better to have it in control. Don't you want it to be in control and not at the universe's mercy? Nine of Pentacles. I take the time I need to nurture myself. Let's see what we have here. Judgment. I look back with compassion for myself. So maybe, so this, I look back with compassion for myself takes me back to the nine of Wands of like, what happened before? You're kind of, something happened before, you were crossed before, or maybe if we're back to that couple with how they want to move forward with whatever fertility issues that they're having, maybe previously, whenever you were in an argument with your loved one. Oh, I don't even think you could see this one. The Moon. My intuition guides me to the right decision. Yeah. So here you go with your intuition. But this is the Judgment. This was, I happen to see this, the Moon. Let me see, can I move these so you can see everything? I want you to see everything. Okay. My intuition guides me to the truth. Yeah, maybe like you have your guard up because you've been wronged in the past. And maybe again, oh yeah, back to the couple that was arguing or not sure how to move forward. Maybe when they had arguments with their significant others in the past, like that was the end of the relationship. But now we're adults now. We're grown. We know we have better tools in our pockets to deal with these situations. With the high priestess, yeah, she's saying my intuition guides me to the truth. Goodness. Where yes, you know that you're right. Again, you just have to get your contracts, get the facts in order. But also keep it close. So whatever this is, don't go telling everybody about it. Don't go bad mouthing the other person. Keep everything close. Keep everything kind of hidden to you. Yeah, I'm seeing this five of wands also is still with the stubbornness. It's like the five of wands, like everybody has their own opinion, kind of has a different way that they want to go about it. I stand my ground and look for peace. So yeah, you can still stand your ground. You can still have your opinion, but you don't have to be nasty about it. Because I look at this woman here. Yeah, she's being stubborn. She's like, no, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I know what I have to like. You don't have to be nasty about it. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you today, pile two. So yeah, just surrender your stubbornness on whatever matter this is. Look at it from another side, and I think you'll be all right. So let me know if this message resonates with you. We have also, let me see, I'll go through the crystals here if that helps any, and you can put that in the chat and let me know if any of these crystals uh, speak out to you. So we have two garnets here for the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Wands also. We have lapis lazuli with the High Priestess. The tower actually has rutilated quartz and hematite. We have carnelian with the Chariot. We have ametrine with the Page of Swords, malachite with the Ten of Pentacles, yellow calcite for the Knight of Wands. Wheel of Fortune has the green aventurine, selenite for the Hanged Man, and Nine of Pentacles with malachite. So with the selenite with the Hangman, yeah, that's letting go. I mean, I use selenite. I have a selenite here. I use selenite to clear. Oh, look, and that's the tower. Look, I use selenite to cleanse my decks, to cleanse my other crystals when I get them. It's just to let go of the negative energy, to let in the new. So maybe that's you have to do something. Wusa, retreat, do something fun, and come back to this. But you need to move forward. You can't stay still here. Okay. All right, Pal, to have a great time again. If you like this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what resonated with you. All right. Have a great day. Take care, Pal. Bye. Hey there, Pal. So I was done with all the readings and kind of felt like I left each pile kind of hanging. I kind of wanted to pull a little extra card to clarify a little bit. If you want a little bit more clarification, stay tuned. If not, you can go. But yeah, we're gonna pull a card from the Universe Has My Back Oracle and just do a little quick um, round off, I guess, if you will. Okay. So, Spirit, thank you for your time. Can you give me pile two's uh, message from the universe? The universe has my back. To clarify, surrender, stubbornness. Let's see if we can tie this in together. All right, one at a time. I want one at a time. That was too many. Too many. see, Spirit. Clarify surrender stubbornness. Mm. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this kind of goes. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So I did mention in your reading that maybe something happened in your past which is affecting how you're addressing the situation that you're being asked to surrender the stubbornness, right? Um, Gently observe yourself and become more yielding, right? So maybe approach it with love is what universe is saying. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So yeah, this is it. It's saying you're being too rigid. Round off those edges, boo. Round off those edges, okay? I hope you appreciated this. I hope this helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe if you like this content. And I will see you next time, pal 2. Ciao. Hello. If you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot or this Blue Flower Agate Crescent Moon, welcome to your reading, pile 3. As always, know that this is for entertainment purposes only. You have the free will to do or not do whatever it is that you want. Okay. This is a collective reading on YouTube. So if it resonates, awesome. If not, you could either choose another pile or go to another video or come back another day. All right. So let's get this started. All right. Let's get pile two's crystal out of there. Put this up here. Can you still see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, like I stated in the intro, I will be pulling a card from the Power of Surrender card deck to see what it is that you need to surrender um, to make the rest of this year awesome. And then we'll be clarifying with the tarot deck. All right, just a heads up. It may not be necessarily something you have to surrender. It might be something that you have to get a start on. Okay, to just accept, like, hey, this is what you have to do. So let's see what happens. Okay, awesome. Right. Spirit, can you please give me a message? Well, connect me with pile 3 to get them a message of what they need to surrender to have an awesome remainder of the year. Okay. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Don't fall. Maybe that means I need to sit better. All right, here we go. Spirit, please let me know what it is pile 3 needs to surrender. What does pile 3 need to surrender? If you're liking my channel, I ask that you please support by liking, subscribing, sharing. Okay. And please comment. I promise to comment back. Have a nice little discussion. All right. All right. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Ooh, I like this one. I mean, the other ones were cool too, but this is one of those that it's like, it's not necessarily that you have to let go of something, right? You just actually have to accept this, right? This is something you have to accept. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us. Can you see that? I hope you can. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. You rock. Is what this is saying. You are awesome. Accept that. And look, the stallion and the horse in the background. I wanted to call it a unicorn, but I don't see the little horn. But this is, you are magical. You are purity. You are everything. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. You don't need to do anything else. I love that it says what's sticking out to me is even in the mundane aspects of life. You know, I feel like we live in a world where it feels like you must be exceptional and everything has to be big and this big grandeur and things. And meanwhile, I sit in my life and I love one of my favorite things is, when I come home and I get to kind of talk with my daughter and we play and we all have dinner and, maybe we'll watch a show or a movie and or when my daughter asks me to have, tickle fights with her, like I love that kind of stuff. That to me, I'll take that over, going out and partying all night, um, hobnobbing with celebrities and stuff like that. Like that, if that's your thing, that's awesome. But for me, I just like the mundane things. Like to some people, I think being a mother isn't doesn't seem magical, but to me, it is. I love being a mom. You know, um, so that's awesome. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Awesome. All right. So let me learn about you, Pal 3. Let's see. What is this magic that you are? So have you been feeling so you've been feeling unmagical. You've been feeling like you're nothing, you're nobody, like you're not important. Everybody's important. No matter what you do. You- Pile 3. Let's surrender to the magic of who you are. 10 of Wands. Are we feeling burdened? What are we feeling burdened about? Surrender to the magic of who you are for Pile 3 Spirit. 9 of Pentacles. Yes. You put in the work, but you're getting something from it, though. Look at that. 9 of Pentacles. That is independent. Wheel of Fortune. Luck be a lady tonight. I don't know, that came to mind. I don't know why. Wheel of Fortune is the luck changing. And Wheel of Fortune came up in the last reading. Pile 2, if you wanted to check that out. Much different message, though, I will say. So don't feel like you missed out on anything, I don't think. Let's see how this goes. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Spirit, can you give me another card, please? Surrender to the magic of who you are. The Star. Yep. Oh, look at that. Had 2. The Star. Ooh, and the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups came up when I was shuffling the deck before the reading, just to make sure everything was good. That came up. I noticed this. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is you don't know what. There's options, right? And what's the High Priest? The High Priestess. She came up in the last one too. And what's funny, did she come up in the first? Let me see something. No, that was the Queen of Coins. No. Okay, so this came up in pile 2 too. So I don't know. 2 of the cards came out in the previous pile. If you felt torn between choosing, maybe that's a sign that you can take a look at that second one. Oh, what I was gonna say. Also, I like when the card that's on the cover of the deck comes up. And I was gonna say the High Priestess, but I forgot this is the Luna edition. So this is actually on the original. I'll show you the original uh Ethereal Visions illuminated deck. So it's the High Priestess that's on it. However, this is the Luna edition. So it's different. But I feel like that's still significant, no? All right, the Star. I feel like this Star card, I love this Star card. I hope you can see it properly. This looks like Angela Bassett to me, and she's always winning. All right, so let's see what we have here. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So, one thing I love is this vision. I love this synchronicity of the Oracle card and this Knight of Pentacles with this woman in like this lush garden, right? So, we have like beautiful meadow of flowers here. We have beautiful, lush vines of grapes. Grapes we've seen kind of symbolize just luxury and abundance, right? When you think of the Romans having their great feasts, they usually have like all those grapes and they're just devouring them, just putting the whole vine like in their mouths. So I think the message here is that once you accept that you are magic, a star will be born. You can truly manifest the life that you desire and you have power. In this Seven of Cups, though, it's just saying be careful with that power because with great power comes great responsibility. And but that's fine, you've got this. But right now, you're taking on other people's burdens and not really seeing. I know that the card says, like, even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are magical. Like, don't get lost. You still have to do, you might have to do mundane things. You might have to just, work a regular 9 to 5 and do all that. But don't forget who you are. You are colorful. Like, look at this card is kind of lackluster, right? This person is wearing just brown and green. There's no real life and color, but I feel like all the other cards kind of have a little color to them, have a little bit more life to them, especially this Nine of Pentacles. I love this Nine of Pentacles. So I want to say, like, don't overwork yourself and also don't take on too much. Like, sometimes we think if we just keep busy, right? Like, that's being productive. Like, no, you have to be smart about it. Kind of, a little high priestess, tune into yourself, right? How can I work smarter? And don't take on other people's just to be amenable. Like, don't take on other people's burdens. I want to say pile three. This your your reading might be a little shorter because it's kind of straight to the point. Like, you are just magic. You are that bee. You are the star. You are killing it. You are independent. You're making moves for yourself. Let me see. You just have to surrender to the magic of who you are. I was getting, I don't know why, with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles next to each other, I was getting Cinderella. So I don't know if Cinderella resonates with anybody. Because I'm just seeing, like, there was a magic to Cinderella, right? There was a charm to her. She was so kind, and the mice and everybody else saw it, but certain people didn't appreciate her. Her mother. Actually, no. You know what? Her mother and her sisters knew that she was magical, but they did everything to beat the magic out of her. To beat the beauty out of her, or try to, because they couldn't. It happened, and I wonder if kind of like this Wheel of Fortune is kind of the fairy godmother coming to show you and make you the star, the belle of the ball, which is what she wound up becoming. You know, because yeah, for this, I'm just seeing in this Ten of Wands, I'm seeing how the stepmother and the daughters gave her all the chores to do and everything, and they did everything to beat her spirit. So maybe that's what this Ten of Wands. Don't let life beat the beauty and the magic out of you. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what that was. I was a little stuck on that Ten of Wands, but yeah, that's what it is. Don't let life and the burdens of life make you forget the beauty in life and the beauty in you and the magic of life and the magic of you. Because we all have the down times, and I feel like this Wheel of Fortune just goes to show there'll be down times and there'll be up times. In the book, I like what it says: all things have a cycle, both good and bad, and one makes you appreciate the other, and both offer new options to the situations you face. Right? So there's ups and downs to everything. Don't just get stuck that, oh, life is always going to be hard and rough, and I can't find the beauty in everyday things. Like, no, there's, like, I know for me, on days where work gets hard, I just think, all right, just make it to the end of the day, whenever that is, because sometimes it's not always 5 o'clock. But whenever that is, I'm going to do something special at the end of the day that's going to bring a smile to my face or my family's face. And maybe that's, I'm going to bring home some dessert. If it's like on a Friday and it's just like, it feels one of those days where it's like the end of the week is so close, but it's, seems like it's never going to get here. I just look forward to, like, what, we're going to do something fun this weekend, because there's more to life than just harboring on the hard work and what we need to get done, right? There's beauty and magic in it. And that's maybe what this is saying: surrender to the magic of who you are and what life is, right? You are worthy of this magic. You are worthy of this beauty. So, this Seven of Cups and this High Priestess is talking about you being like a manifester. If you can imagine it, you can create it, right? So you kind of have to dig deep down. And I noticed this mask keeps on kind of like sticking out to me. And I don't know if this person just switches masks, but you can be whoever. You can kind of be whoever it is, but be careful. Like I said before, with great what was it? Why am I losing it now? With great power comes great responsibility. You have the power to do things. In the book, it mentions something about, like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. So I don't know. I guess if the big thing in my head is just kind of like thinking about, like, oh, if you can create something that might destroy the world, but it's going to bring you a lot of money, maybe we don't do that. But or something that's going to bring upon somebody else's demise, maybe we don't do that. But we can create things that can bring beauty and love and light to this world. And that's what you are. You are a star. You hold that within you. And that's that high priestess. You can go between the two worlds, the subconscious and conscious mind, the physical, the spiritual. You're not just one thing, right? All right, let's see. Let's clarify this a little bit, because I think this is pretty straightforward. All right, Spirit, can we clarify the Ten of Wands for the surrender to the magic of who you are? Please and thank you. Let's do that one more time. That was a little. Seeing the Lovers and the Emperor. Let's see if they show up. Someday my prince will come, maybe? Is that the Emperor? Let's see. All right, so Ten of Wands. Please clarify this Ten of Wands. What is this burden? Is that just the everyday work? No, I'm here. Someday my prince will come, but I don't think that's not Cinderella. I think that's what, Sleeping Beauty? Maybe even sleeping on yourself? Okay. Page of Swords. And this Page of Swords showed up in all three. I want to say that's kind of negative talk, maybe. It came out reverse. So you know what? Maybe I will take this one reverse. I don't want to say I don't like taking reversals, but I haven't felt inclined to take reversals lately. I'll take it when it's necessary. And this one kind of felt necessary because I feel like it's the negative talk. The Page of Swords is be known to kind of speak ill or gossip. Three of Cups. Yeah, one thing about the Nine of Pentacles, it'll tell you to kind of take pause and kind of appreciate and celebrate how far you've come, because you're almost there. The nine is just before the 10 of Pentacles. So celebrate. This is saying to celebrate or this is just reinforcing to celebrate your hard work with friends and loved ones. This is the Hierophant, right? And this one, I think I want to take it reverse, because the Hierophant kind of tells you to do things a certain way. I want to say the Wheel of Fortune, life is going to happen. Do things how you want. Yeah, let me see. Give me a second. So yeah, I'm a little torn about whether to keep this reverse. I'll keep it. I will put it right side up. Because even though this talks about like tradition, and this is like, not disturbing the status quo, it's still telling you to kind of look inwards. And I like that it has the star, right? And I feel like the star is coming into focus. So things are getting clear and you are working with spirit. I think that's another thing. You need to work with spirit. Your high priestess within, go between the conscious and the subconscious. So let's see what else we have. Let's clarify the star. I'm starting to hear now the song I Did It My Way. So you're still going to do it your way. But maybe you need to seek a mentor of sorts to help you see the magic that you are and to guide you. Okay. All right, the star. One at a time, Spirit, please and thank you. Please help me clarify the star in this reading for pile 3 for Surrender to the Magic, who they are. The Chariot, another card that came up in pile 2. The Chariot, yeah, you're forging your own way. You're leaving, what you know behind to move forward. You take the good and the bad. It's usually the Sphinxes, and the Sphinxes, I know they like solve riddles and things like that, to move forward. So it's solving every day, the mundane, right? Again, we're back to the mundane. You're solving everyday problems, but you're still a star. Yeah, you're moving forward. This Seven of Cups, please clarify this Seven of Cups for me, please, Spirit. Oh, that's a lot. That's a messy mess. One card at a time. Seven of Cups, please, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, no, that's too many. I'll take the first one. Seven of Pentacles. You're assessing. Ooh, 7 and 7. 7 to clarify 7. Assess what works and what doesn't work. And now again with the mask, it's kind of like what mask for everyday situations. You have to assess what face you have to put on. Some girls we have to put some days we have to put our big girl panties on, our big girl or big boy panties on. And some days we can let the guard down. So we have to assess that. How do we move forward? You've planted the seeds, you've been nurturing your crop. Now you have to see, okay, which leaves have died, which can I prune, what can I leave to make it work out. And look who came out at the end of the Emperor. Look at that. I saw him come up. The Lovers and the Emperor came up. So yeah, he is like the master of it. He's that guy. So how I said you're that B, that's that guy. Whoever, take this as energies, but you are the star, you are the emperor of your life. You are magic. You are in control of it all. Just be careful. I'm just realizing we have 3 7s here. 7 7 7. Yeah, it's just a means of control, right? You have to assess and control the situation. This person in the Chariot, he's always going to have to manage the pull and tug from both of his steeds, right? The light and the dark. He's always going to have to do that in order to maintain that straight and narrow line to wherever it is that he wants to go, which is the same here. What do I want? What do I want to manifest? What do I have to pull from? What do I need? Do I need a little bit of this, a little bit of that here? Do we need to do we need to prune? Do we need to a little bit more water? And again, with the Seven of Pentacles, like in the Nine of Pentacles, it's kind of a time we can assess and see where we are and kind of appreciate how far we've come, knowing that there's still more work to do. But look at how nice it's come in. We've got seven little pentacles here. We're getting somewhere. They didn't just all die at step two. They're up to step seven, and we've got a little bit more to go, but not too much, you know? So it's okay to kind of celebrate that. Celebrate the wins as you go along. Life isn't just about celebrating at the very end. You can celebrate as you go along because you know what? Every day is not guaranteed, you know? Which, not to bring, I'm pulled now to the Seven of Cups with this skull here. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but I don't know. This Seven of Cups to me is a little dreary. And when I first saw it, I always think that it's the death card and it's not. But now saying that, like, tomorrow is not guaranteed, yeah, celebrate your wins for the magic that you have created in manifesting, right? And yeah, with this Emperor being the bottom of the deck, High Priestess was the bottom of the deck for the first. It's like, reach down deep and you will be successful. You will master this. You will be all powerful. Just dig down deep within. You have that self knowing. I'm just saying, maybe the Chariot, he looks like maybe he might be going through the cosmos here. Like, we have like a window here of the cosmos. We have the star. I don't know if that is significant to anyone. But yeah, surrender to the magic of who you are, my pile three. You are magic. You are beauty. You are divine. You are divinely guided. Okay. Don't let the everyday world beat you up or make you forget how magical you are. Okay. All right, the pile three, that's all I have for you today. If anything resonated, if all of it, none of it, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time, pile three. Have a great day. Take care. Bye. Hey there, pile three. What is up? So, I finished all of your readings and kind of felt like I left you guys hanging. So I wanted to pull an oracle card from the Universe Has Your Back oracle deck, just to clarify a little bit more in case I wasn't clear in the first place. I think I was, but you know, one more card can't hurt, right? If you want to hear a little bit more, stick around. If not, talk to you next time. In the meantime, let's get on with it. Okay, let's see. Please, Spirit, can you please give me one more card just to clarify? Surrender to the magic of who you are. One more message for pile three, because I feel like I left them hanging. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Please, Spirit, one more card. Surrender to the magic of who you are. All right, let's see. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Surrender to the magic. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Yeah, your dreams are supported by love. This is what you want to do. This is what you love to do. I spoke about manifesting, right? Let it come from the manifesting, let it come from a place of love and not greed, right? Because I mentioned in there, be careful what you manifest. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. And yeah, I'm taking this as come from a place, from a positive place. Don't manifest, like I said, don't let the mundane world, or don't let the harshities of life, I don't even know if harshities is a word, uh, don't let the coldness of life or the everyday part of life take away what makes you you, your magic. Don't let it take away your love. Don't let it, yeah, love and magic kind of go hand in hand for me, like, yeah, just come at it from a place of love. Don't look to your magic to get back at the world. That's where I'm getting that. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Just go with it with a pure heart And that's what I see in that horse from pure. Okay, yeah, there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. That's what that white horse is. It's pureness, it's love, it's just freeness and freedom. Okay, it's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Okay, pile three. Let me know if that helped, if that added any value to the original reading. Put it down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. All right. And I'll see you next time. Take care, pile three. Ciao.